Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 7 math. So we're working on the book Pearson Math Makes Sense, grade 7. So we're working on the chapter 4, that is circles and area, and the lessons we're going to cover from the chapter are area of a parallelogram and area of a triangle. So let's just start with the lesson. Okay, here I am on the lesson 4.3, that is area of a parallelogram. So let's just start with the lesson. So basically we have to calculate the area of the parallelogram, right? So area of parallelogram is A equals base times height, right? Base times height. B is actually the base and H is the height of the parallelogram. So let's just start with the practice questions. Copy each parallelogram on 1 centimeter grid paper. Show how the parallelogram can be arranged to form a rectangle. Estimate, then find an area of each parallelogram. So you are given with the parallelograms, you have to calculate their area, right? Okay, let's start with A part, right? So you have to use the grid paper. Let's just skip question number 1. Let's start with question number 2, right? Find the area of each parallelogram. So you are given the base and the height of the parallelogram. Let's just start with question number 2, A, right? For question number 2A, the base of the parallelogram is 13 centimeter and the height of the parallelogram is 24 centimeter, right? Area of parallelogram is A equals base times height, right? So for question number 2A, base is given 13, I think, and 24. Base is 13 and height is 24. Base is 13 and height is 24. So just use the formula area equals base times height. Just multiply them, it would be 13 times 24. Hold on, let me just calculate the value. So 13 times 24 is 312. That means the area of the parallelogram is 312. So both of them have the unit centimeter and centimeter. So when you multiply them, it would be then centimeter square. So the area of the parallelogram is 312 centimeter square, right? Okay, the next one is for B and C, you have to do the same, right? You are given the base is 15 millimeter for the B and height is 13 millimeter for the C, right? Then for the C part, you are given the base is 24 and the height is 16 kilometer, right? This one is base and this one is then height, right? Okay, let's just start with question number 3A. On a 1 centimeter grid paper, draw three different parallelograms with base 3 centimeter and height 7 centimeter. Find the area of each parallelogram you drew in part A. What do you note? Okay, you have to draw three different parallelograms, right? So you can make three different parallelograms like this. For example, This is 7 centimeter and this is 3 centimeter. This is one of the parallelogram. You can make other one like this. Mm, this one is, here is the height, that would be 7 centimeter, and here is the base 3 centimeter. And then the last one you can make like this. This one is 7 centimeter and this one is 3 centimeter, right? You have to calculate the area of all the three shapes. It would be A equals B times height, right? Base is 3 and height is 7. So 7 times 3 is 21. That would be 21 centimeter square. So all three parallelograms we have drawn have the same length, right? They all have the base 3 centimeter and the height 7 centimeter. So they all have the area exactly equal, right? That would be 21 centimeter square. Okay, question number 3. Repeat question 3. This time you choose the base and height. Are your conclusions the same in question number 3? Why or why not? Whatever values you choose, because the values for all of them are exactly same, so they have the same area, right? For example, you can choose different values, but you have, whenever you calculate the base times height, they have the same values, right? Okay, let's just start with question number 5. Copy this parallelogram on 1 centimeter grid. Show how the parallelogram could be rearranged to form a rectangle. Find the area of a parallelogram. So you have to rearrange it to form a rectangle, right? So to form a rectangle, you have to move this side and this side. You basically have to, this, the parallelogram is a bit tilted, right? You have to move the sides to make it straight like a rectangle, right? Then you have to, for the B part, you have to calculate the area of the parallelogram. So the area of the parallelogram is base times height. Base is 2 centimeter, height is 5 centimeter. So area equals base times height, that would be 2 centimeter times 5 centimeter, that would be 10 centimeter square, right? Okay, the next one is question number 6. Use the given area to find the base or height of each parallelogram. So you are given area and base of the, for the A part you are given the base of the parallelogram, right? You have to calculate the height of the parallelogram. So how do you calculate? Let's start with question number 6. A, the area is 60 meter square. The base you are given is 12, I think, 12 meter, and you have to calculate the height, right? We know that the formula for the area of parallelogram is A equals base times height, right? You are given the value of area, that would be 60. You are given the base, that would be 12. You have to calculate the value of h, right? Just solve it like you do the equations, divide both sides by 12. So 12 times what number is 60? 12 times 5 is 60. That means the area is 12 meter square and this is meter. So meter and meter square got cancelled out. You are left with just meter. That means the height of the parallelogram is 5 meter, right? You have to do the same with B and C. Let's just start with the B part. You are given, you are now given the height. You have to calculate the base, right? Your height is 2 millimeter. You are given height is 2 millimeter, you have to calculate the base, and the area you are given is 6 millimeter square. Okay, you have to, we know that the formula is area equals base times height. So you are given the area, that is 6. You have to calculate the base, and height you are given is 2, right? So just divide both sides by 2. 2 and 2 got cancel out, and you are left with B equals 6 divided by 2 is 3 millimeter, right? That means the base of the parallelogram is 3 millimeter, right? Okay, you can do the C part by your own. Let me just start with question number 7. On 1 centimeter grid paper, draw as many different parallelograms as you can with each area, right? You are given the area, you have to draw the parallelograms with this area, right? Okay, the first one is 10 centimeter square. Okay, you are given the area, that is 10 centimeter square. We know that area equals base times height, right? You are given the area equals 10, that is the product of B and H, right? You have to draw the parallelogram. So you must know the base and height, that when multiplied the value is 10, right? So find two numbers whose product is 10. They are 2 times 5, 1 times 10, right? You have more than one options for this. So that means you can draw the parallelogram with area 10. You can draw two different uh, parallelograms with the measurement 2 and 5 and 1 and 10, right? Okay, the B part is a C. Let's just do C part, 28 centimeter square. So you have to draw a parallelogram whose area equals 28 centimeter square. So we know that area equal is the product of base and height, yeah, right? You are given the area 28. That means BH and H are the two numbers, like base and height are the two numbers whose product is 24, 28, right? So which two numbers have the product 28? 7 times 4. Answers may vary, right? You can write any two numbers whose product is 28, right? Then you have 14 times 2, right? Then you have 28 times 1. So you can make more than one parallelogram that has the area 28, right? Okay, let's just start with question number 8. A student says the area of the parallelogram is 20 centimeter square. Explain the student's error. So you are given the parallelogram here. For this parallelogram, he said the area is 20. Okay, for this parallelogram, he said the area is 20 centimeter square, right? We know that the um, area of parallelogram is base times height, right? You can see base is 4. And the height of the parallelogram, this one is the height of parallelogram, right? Not this one. It is 4 times 4, 16. So what the student mistake is, he thought this one is height. But actually the height is this one, right? So it would be the correct one is 16. And what the student's error is, he thought 5 is the height of the parallelogram, right? Okay, let's just look at question number 9. Sasha is buying paint for a design on a wall. Here is the part of the design. Sasha says shape B will need more paint than shape A. Do you agree? Why or why not? So you have to see if shape 2 if shape you have to see if shape 2 will need more paint than shape A. So for this you have to calculate the area of both the shapes, right? So let's just look at shape A. Shape A is a rectangle, right? And shape B is a parallelogram. So the area of rectangle and parallelogram equals the product of their base and height, right? For both rectangle and parallelogram, the area would be A equals B times height, right? For both the shapes. So you can see the rectangle has same base. From the figure, you can see the rectangle has same base and height as parallelogram, right? They both have exactly same base and height, right? So we conclude that they both have the same area. So she made a mistake. The same amount of paint is needed to cover the wall shape A and to cover the wall shape B. So the amount of paint for the both is exactly same because they have the same area, right? Okay, let's start with question number 10. A restaurant owner built a patio in front of his store to attract more customers. This is the area of the what is the area of the patio? What is the total area of the patio and gardens? How can you find the area of gardens? Show your work. Okay, the rectangles are the triangular shapes, right? First of all, you have to calculate for the A part what is the area of the patio, right? You have to calculate. Patio is the parallelogram, you can see, right? 14.4 and this shape, uh, the which color is this? Right, the area in between both the green one, right? That this is the patio. So the base of the patio is 14.4 and the height is 6.6. Let's just calculate the area of the patio first. Area of patio, or either you can say the parallelogram, right? The shape is parallelogram. That would be A equals base time height. The base is 14.4 and the height is 6.6, right? So their product is 95.04 meter square. So for the B part, you have to calculate the area of patio and gardens, right? So if you look at the patio and gardens, that is a rectangular shape, right? Together they makes a rectangle. So you have to calculate A equal the area of patio and gardens, or they make a rectangle. So you have to calculate the area of rectangle. The area of rectangle is have the same formula. A equals base times height. So the base is now 14.4 plus 5.6, right? Because you have to calculate the area of the total one. So B is 14.4 plus 5.6. So when you add, they make 20. And the height is 6.6. Just multiply them 20 times 6.6. That is the area of rectangle. So it would be 132 meters square, right? That is the area of the patio and the gardens. Okay. Then for the C part, how can you find the area of gardens? Show your work. Okay, you have to calculate the area of gardens also. So you have the area of the complete shape, right? The rectangular shape and the area of the parallelogram. So you can subtract the area of rectangle because the rectangle is the whole shape. You have to subtract the area of parallelogram out of area of rectangle. You will get the area of gardens, two gardens, right? You have to do, you have to subtract area of patio, no, area of, yes, patio plus gardens. Area of patio plus gardens, you have to subtract it from the area of patio and that equals the area of gardens, right? So it is 132 meter square minus this is 95.04. So when you subtract, the value is 36.96 meter square. That is the area of two gardens, right? You have to calculate the area of one garden. So two gardens equal 36.96. Just divide it by 2 and the value would be the area of one garden, right? When you divide it 2, it is 18.48 meter square, right? Okay, we are done with the question number 10 and also the lesson area of parallelograms. If you have any question, you can please ask the question. I hardly skip one or two questions from the lesson. So please make sure before the next session you can complete the questions I skipped, right? So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9, right? Okay, let's just start with the next lesson. The next lesson is the area of a triangle, right? Now we are going to calculate the area of a triangle. How do you calculate the area of a triangle? It would be half times base times height, right? The area of triangle is half times base times height. Okay, let's just start with the practice questions. Okay, start with question number 1 and copy each triangle. Okay, you can do A1 and 2 yourself. Let's just start with question number, I think we can do 2. Each triangle is drawn on 1 centimeter grid. Find the area of each rectangle. Use a geoboard if you can. Base is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 because they are 1 centimeter, right? So they are, the base of this one is 7 and height is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The height is 6, right? So you have to calculate question number 2A. The area of triangle is half times base times height, right? So the base of the one is 7 centimeter. The height is 6 centimeter. You have to divide it by the 2. So 7 times 6 is 42 and 42 divided by 21 centimeter square. That means the height, the area of the triangle is 21 centimeter square. Okay, for the rest of them you have to do the same. Just because all of the squares are on 1 centimeter grid, right? So you can calculate the height. Like for the F part, the base is, just count the squares, 1, 2, 3, 4 is the base, and 1, 2, 3, 4 is the height. So you have to do half times base times height. So 4 times 4 is 16, and 16 divided by 2 is 8, right? Okay, let's just start with question number 4. Question, draw two right triangle. Okay, let's just skip question number 4. Question number 3. Question number 4 is, find the area of this triangle. Use 1 centimeter grid paper. How many different parallelograms can you draw from that have the same base and the same height as the triangle? Sketch each parallelogram. Find the area of each parallelogram. What do you notice? Okay, first of all, you have to calculate the area of this triangle, right? The base of the triangle is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the height is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The base is 7 and height is 6, right? For this one. So you have to calculate the area of triangle. It would be 6 times 7 over 2. That would be 42 over 2. That is 21 centimeter, right? Okay, use 1 centimeter grid. Okay, how, like, you can draw a a parallelogram by making a triangle with same base here, right? With 7 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and another one 7 like this, and then you can draw 6 like this with same base and same height, right? You can see this is a parallelogram. This way you can make a parallelogram. The question is, find the area. Okay, now you have to calculate the area of parallelogram. So basically, the parallelogram have two triangles, right, with same base and same height. That means the area of parallelogram is twice the area of the triangle. So it would be 42 centimeter. 42 centimeter is the area of parallelogram, right? Okay, let's just start with question number 5. You are given the area equals 18 centimeter square. You have to calculate, you are given the base that is 9. You have to calculate the height. Let's just start with question number 5. You are given the area that is 18 centimeter square. The base you are given is 9 centimeter. You have to calculate the height, right? We know that the formula is area of triangle is half times base times height, right? So it would be area you are given is 18 and 18 centimeter square, and half base you are given is 9. You have to calculate the height, right? So you cannot divide 9 by 2, so you have to multiply 2 other side. It would be 8 times 2 and 9 times h. You can divide 9 both sides, so it would be, okay, when you divide 9 both sides, so you have to, 9 and 9 cancel out. 9 times 1 is 9, 9 times 2 is 18. So height is 2 times 2, that would be 4 centimeter, right? So that means the area of the rectangle is 4 centimeter, right? You can do the same way. Let's just do C part. You are given the area that is 480 millimeter square. 480 millimeter square, you are given the area. The base is 30 millimeter. You have to calculate the height, right? We know that the area of triangle is base times height divided by 2. Let's just substitute the value, that is 480 millimeter square. Base is 30 over 2 times the height. 30 over 2 is 15. 15 times height. Here you have 480. Divide both sides by 15. 15 and 15 cancel out, and 480 over 15 is 32. Right? So that means the height of this triangle is 32 millimeter. Right? Okay, the next one is use 1 centimeter grid paper. Draw 3 different triangles with each base and height. So you have to draw 3 different triangles, right? So for example, the first one is 1 centimeter and height 12 centimeter. You have to draw 3 different, right? The first one you can draw is like this. 1, this is 12 centimeter, and triangle is like this, right? The height is 12 centimeter actually. The other one you can draw like this. This one is 1, this one is 12, right? And the other one you can draw is like this, right? Okay. Question number 8 is draw any no question number 8, no question number 7. Draw on 1 centimeter grid paper dot 2 different triangles with each area below. Okay, you're given the area, right? 14 centimeter square. You have to draw a triangle. Area you are given is 14 centimeter square. We know that the formula for the area of triangle is half times base times height, and the value is 14. Move that 2 to other side, it would be 2 times 14 then. And 2 times 14 makes 28. That means B and H are the two numbers whose product is 28. That would be 7 times 4 and 1 times 14. Right? You have more than one answers because more than you have more than one pair of number that have the product 28, right? Okay. Let's just do question number 8. Draw any triangle on grid paper. What happens to the area of the triangle in each case when the area base is doubled? You have to draw any triangle, right? Let me just draw. For example, I can draw this triangle that have the base 4 and the height is also 4, right? Okay, let's just look at question number. A part is the base is doubled. Okay, we know that the area of the triangle is half times base times height. Okay, when you double the base, for example, base is 4. Double means you have to do 2 times 4. Let's just calculate for this one, for this triangle, right? Half times 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16 divided by 2. That would be 8 centimeter square. That is for the original one. Now for when the area is doubled, right? Then area is 2 times 4, 8. So that, sorry, base is doubled, right? It would be half times base times h, so it would be half times 8 times h is for same. 8 times 4 is 32 and 32 divided by, that means if the base is doubled, the area of the triangle is also doubled, right? That means the area of the base is also, the area of the triangle is also doubled. Both the height and the base are doubled. Okay, if you double both the values, right? Now the both, if both the values are 8 times 8, so 8 times 8 is 64, and 64 divided by 2 is 32 centimeter square. That means if you double both if you double both base and height, the area would be 4 times the original one. 8 times 4 is 32, right? That means if you double both the values, then area would be 4 times the original one, right? Okay, the next one is both the area and triangle are tripled. Triple means you have to multiply 3 times 4. So both the values are now 12, right? So area would be A equals half times 12 times 12. 12 times 12 is 144, and that would be 72. So 8 times 9 is 72. That means if you triple both the values, then the area will be 9 times the original one, right? Okay, let's just do question number 9. The triangle is made up of 4 congruent triangles. 3 triangles are to be painted blue. The fourth triangle is not to be painted. What is the area that is to be painted? Right? You have to calculate the area of the triangle that you have to paint. Okay. Let's just calculate the area of the complete figure. Then we have to calculate the area of the triangle that is not to be painted, right? So question number 9. You have to calculate the area of the larger triangle, right? The base is 6 and height is 5.2. 6 times 5.2 over 2, that would be 15.6 meters square. That is the area of large triangle, right? Like the whole triangle. Okay, so are given all the 4 triangles are congruent. That means they have the same measures, right? So it makes the ratio, that is, for this one it is 15.6. So all 4 are congruent, right? So 15.6 divided by 4 is 3.9 meter square. That means the area of one triangle is 3.9. So 3 triangles to be painted, it would be 3 times 3.9. That means that would be area of 11.7 meter square is area to be painted, right? And the area that is not to be painted is 3.9, because the fourth one is also 3.9. Okay, the paint is sold in 1 liter can. 1 liter of paint cover 5.5 meter. How many cans of the paint are in? Okay, 1 liter cover 5.5 meters, right? So the area is 11.7. So 11.7 divided by 5.5 is 2.13 liters. That means one can paint about 3 cans, right? Okay, the next one is, look at your diagram at the right hand side. How many triangles do you see? How are the triangles related? How many parallelogram? Okay, how are triangles? Let me just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and the bigger one. Total triangles are 17, right? How are the triangles related? You can see the larger triangle is 4 times greater than the middle triangle. How many parallelograms do you see? Okay, two triangle makes one parallelogram, right? So one, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think they are 11, right? Find the area of the larger triangle. You are given the measurements 8 and 6.9, right? Let's just multiply them and divide them by 2. Find the area of one medium sized triangle. You have to calculate the medium sized triangle. This one is medium sized triangle, right? You can see one, two, three, four triangles. That means the area of this one is the area of the larger triangle is, let me just calculate the area of larger triangle. It would be 8 times 6.9 divided by 2, 52.2 divided by 2, that would be 27.6. The area of the larger triangle is A equals 27.6. You can see you have one, two, three, four triangles. So it would be 27.6 divided by 4. That would be 6.9. That means the area of the middle triangle is 6.9. Then the area of this one small triangle. So one, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You have 12, 13, 14, 16 triangles, right? So it would be 27.6 divided by 16. So that would be 1.725, right? Find the area of a parallelogram of your choice. So we can see one small parallelogram is made up of two small triangles, right? That means the area of one small parallelogram is two times greater than the area of smaller. So smaller triangle is 1.725. So just multiply it by the 2, it would be 3.4 centimeter square. That means the area of the parallelogram is 3.45 centimeter square, right? Okay, you can do question number 11 by yourself. So we are almost done with the lessons. So we were working on grade 7 maths. The chapter we're working on is circles and area. The lessons we have covered are area of a parallelogram and area of a triangle. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we did today. So you have to do all the questions I skipped. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. So that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye everyone.